Sure, it's glamorous. Sure, it's a dream come true. But just like any other kind of life, you win some and you lose some when you're living the life of a K-pop artist. I've always wanted to sit down with a fellow K-pop artist to have a heart-to-heart about this job and let them know, hey, I feel you. And now finally, I get to do just that. Joining me in the studio for our Monday segment, I Feel You, is NVee of the K-pop girl group BLACKSWAN. Hi, NVee.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome back.
That's not my line. Hi, it's nice to see everyone again.
Nice to see you too.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I love your hip-hop style today.
Thank you. I found these are my new favorite pants.
Oh, it's my first time. Did you get new pants?
Yeah, this is a whole new outfit.
Wow. I just saw the back design, the back pattern.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
It's really cool.
I
Very
love
matching.
It's a big pocket too. So like if I put things in it, it could basically be my second purse.
Perfect.
And it'll stay.
Yeah, I love pants with pockets in it.
Right?
If there's no pocket, it feels kind of
because
awkward.
like sometimes you want to do this or like do this, but I especially love pants like this that have huge pockets on the side.
That is huge.
Because sometimes, let's say if I just like stand, I'm gonna stand for a second. If I just want to like, I'd rather do this, you know, rather than put it in front or like in my back pockets.
I see.
But these ones don't have back pockets.
Where
but
did
I
you
like this
get
better.
those pants?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say the brand, so I won't say it. But
It's very
there
cool.
you go.
Oh.
There will be more posts and stuff about it later, so that's where I'll tag them. So when you see my upcoming posts on SNS and whatever, you'll get to see.
It looks great on you. Yeah, looks perfect. Great on you.
Thank you.
So how was your weekend? Did you do anything special?
No, this weekend I was a little bit, you know, I've been up doing a lot of things. Oh, wait, no.
What happened?
No, I did do something fun this weekend.
What is it?
I got to go on, it was Friday's water bomb.
Water bomb.
Yeah.
You
so you know how I
on water
no, I didn't perform at water
Oh.
bomb. I went as like, you know, a person, a guest, I guess.
Ah, a guest.
Yeah, so yeah, I got to go to water bomb this weekend.
Wow.
Last weekend. Yeah.
How was the weather?
It was, the day I went, it was a little bit rainy, but not like pouring.
Oh.
It was cloudy. The sun wasn't out too much. But
And who
it was fun.
performed?
That, it was so good. That day, I got to see Billy Samanim, who else? Billy. Shoot. I'm trying to remember the whole set list. I got to see Chungha Samanim for the first. I loved her set list. It was so good. And then there was Kepler Samanim, and then there were a lot of artists there. There was one more. There's ITZY Samanim. I got to see
they there
ITZY.
too? Oh, that's nice.
So many great groups.
Was
performed
JYP
that.
there too?
I didn't get to see his set list. I ended up leaving early because I was there since like I think 1 p.m. So my social battery runs very quickly. So I was there from 1 p.m. all the way until 9 p.m. So I was like, okay, my child in me is kicking in. I want to go home. So I ended up going home right when he did his set list, unfortunately.
Oh, so I'm assuming PD님, he was one of the last person to perform.
He was, I think, there was a couple, I think there were 2 or 3 more artists after him, but yeah.
So how long were you there for? From what time to what time? 1 to?
About 9 hours.
9 hours?
1 to 9.
1 to 9 p.m. You were
Like
there
8
for
to
that
9,
long?
Yeah.
I'm asking you again because I thought I heard you wrong. Like, did I really hear 1 to 9
I
p.m.?
was there from 1 to 9 p.m.
Wow.
But I didn't, it went all the way up until I believe 10, maybe 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. It was the second time I've got to go and actually just like go and not perform, but it was fun, but at the same time I was like, man, I want to be back on stage. I want to be performing again because it's so much fun. But it's so much of fun to do both ways, where you perform, but also maybe like watch performances. You should have seen me when Chungha 선배님 came out. I was like fangirling so much, and I've never like fangirled that much before. I was like, oh my God, she's so amazing. Oh, I love her. I love her. I think she was one of the first female artists that I learned to dance from and learned covers from her. I love her music. She's amazing. So,
Sounds like you had a lot of fun at the water bomb. It's definitely different when you're performing on stage and when you're down watching the performance as an audience.
You really see, on stage you can like obviously see everybody, but like when you're in there, you really, really feel like the energy that the crowd gives. Because sometimes when I'm on stage, I can feel the energy, but I can't like feel the energy because I'm not in there, you know? But
that's right.
And you also can't like hear everybody, but it's because, you know, the sounds and then your in-ears, so sometimes you don't really get to feel the whole vibe of like the crowd within. So that was nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. So earlier on the show, I was sharing the news about a K-pop audition held in New York last week. So have you heard about this K-Fan Festival and New Generation?
This is the first I've heard about this. What is it? What is it?
So it was like it's an audition, but they made it more festival-like. Because when you think of a traditional, like, just the audition that we know.
Wait in a long line.
Yeah, you wait in line, and it's more strict. The auditions that we know is more nerve-wracking and strict.
That's true.
But with this K-Fan Festival in New Generation that happened in New York last week, was more like a festival. People were having dance competitions. Dance competitions. And they were having a lot of fun. I guess it's closer to a festival than an audition, but it's a new format that they're trying, and it's really working. I think it's fun because when we think of auditioning, it's scary.
Yeah,
it's nervous.
Because once you there's like a lot of people in line. But I've also made a lot of good friends when I used to go audition for stuff for companies. At the time when I was auditioning for finding a Korean company in the US, it was at the time of COVID, so there wasn't a lot of in-person auditions, but when there was, I got to go to I think 2 in-person auditions. And me also being a theater person, I've done a lot of auditions in my life that are in person, so it's scary, but then if you do a lot of auditions you get used to it. But then if you take a huge break, and then you have to go back in, then it's nerve-wracking
starting over again.
But I think one audition that I remember doing that was in person before finding my company was one audition in Las Vegas with I don't know if I'm allowed to say the company's name, so I won't. But
I think that's fine. Company names are fine.
Company names are fine.
Like entertainment names.
There was an audition for Hybe at one point in Vegas, and it was for all the companies that are together in Hybe, and then there was a long line of people.
I'm sure.
If I could guess, maybe around 500 or more people, and it was going from I think morning until night. But that day there was a long line, and I had waited I think maybe 2, 3, 4 hours.
Wow.
And
Did
then
they give you numbers?
Yeah.
What number were you?
I will answer that when we come back after, because there's a picture, but I don't remember. I have pictures of it.
When I auditioned, I was number 7.
Oh.
Out of 500 people.
Yeah,
500 teams.
I wish my number was that small.
Lucky number 7. I was there early.
My number was in I think the 2000s or something. maybe if I can remember correctly, because it looked like they were just giving us random numbers. It wasn't like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way up into like 200, 500. I don't think it was like that.
We got the number by who came first.
But yeah, no, it was, yeah, you'd go into a group. They'd have you in a group of like, I think 10 or 6. And then you'd all stand in a line, and then you'd have the panel, and then each of you would go one by one and like either sing or rap. Because they put you into sections of like singers and rappers and then dancers. So you wouldn't be in the same thing. So you'd have to choose either singing, rapping, or dancing. So that way it's like everybody has room. They just see dancers. Okay, we're going to look at dancers in this group, and then we'll look at the singers and rappers in this group.
Oh, so they put you into groups.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that in my case. We just went by numbers, like by who came first.
And usually sometimes they just have a room, right? And they did, but like one person will go in at a time. But sometimes that can be really long, so that's probably why they do it in a group. But I always felt like I never did good in any of my auditions because my nerves.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for my nerves, I felt like they could have seen a better performer side of me. But that and my age.
What?
You want to know something? Here's a secret.
What?
When I auditioned, at the time, the cutoff age was 20, 21, I think.
Wow.
And I, at the time, was 22, 23, I believe. Yeah, 22, 23. So...
But how did you...
I'm sorry. This is the first and only time I have done this, so please do not... like hold this to me, but I lied about my age. I lied about my age just so because like if they truly liked me, age shouldn't matter, right? Right? So yeah, I lied about my age. I said I was the last one, 20 or 21.
I'm sure many people did that.
No one checked IDs, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But obviously, I ended up not getting into that company anyway. So, but it's fine. Everybody has their own path, their own ways, their own, however you want to call it. And so, it was sad at first, but we're here anyway.
We're here, yeah. Which songs did you audition with? Do you remember?
I auditioned with an Alicia Keys song. Yeah, I sang my go-to is, what is it called again?
If I Ain't Got You?
Yeah, If I Ain't. Thank you! You know my go-to more than me.
The most famous song.
But yeah, I performed that one.
And did you dance as well? No, just
I always
song.
chose singing because at the time dancing was not my forte, and it still is not my forte. But I like it more now than I liked it back then, just because I've learned more. But if I were to show up at an audition and do like a dance, it would be so embarrassing. I would not do well. They're like, "Thanks for trying," or like what they say, "Thank you." Next.
I auditioned with dance.
You did? Yeah. I think I remember you telling me that. So what dance did you audition with?
I danced to Boa's Moto. There's a song called Moto. And I danced to that song. And then I passed the first round. And because I was auditioning in Hong Kong, so I had to do like 1차, 2차, 3차, they have like the first round, second round, third round.
Right.
And normally when you do it in Korea, if you just do the first round and then you wait until the second round. It takes time until they contact you back. Day? But I did it all on the same day because it was in Hong Kong. It was a global audition. It didn't have time. They couldn't come back for a second round, so they just made me do the whole thing.
Nice.
So I suddenly had to sing unprepared.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, and then they made me do all different things at once on that day.
Did they have you rap too?
Thankfully, no.
Okay.
Thankfully, no. I didn't know how to rap back then. It was quite an experience.
Wow,
and
I wish.
Audition is such a nerve-wracking thing to do. But since you've done many auditioning before, can you give us some tips on auditioning?
I'm gonna tell you this frankly. if you're a type of person who gets nervous, but you still want to try, but just know that your nerves are still gonna be there. Like, a lot of people say, oh, don't like let your nerves like get the best of you, like just breathe, drink water, like jump around, shake it off. And sometimes that does help. So find your way to get your nerves under control, but just know that once you get up on there, sometimes your nerves just take over and you might not do your best, like in my case, but don't beat yourself up, because of that, because, it'll if it happens and if it's meant to be and if you strive and are determined for it, it'll happen. But at the audition itself, just try and be as much as yourself as you can be, and talk to people. Sometimes getting your nerves like settled, it's easier to talk to someone else who's going through the same thing, and especially if you see someone, let's say we're in line together and you're more confident than me and we can talk about it or like talk and get to know each other.
You mean people that's lining up with you?
Get to know the people around you, because like sometimes when you go to auditions, sometimes it can feel really intimidating and feel like
intense.
A big intense competition.
It's so scary because you're right, we're all here for a competition.
Like we all want the same thing, but try not to let that make you nervous or make it seem like, oh, I have to be better than everyone here. No, like get to know the people that you're auditioning with, because who knows?
Yeah.
You could make friends, or you could pass together. Who knows? Maybe you'll end up training together. And if you at least have a good experience and good vibes to each other, it'll help each other out.
That would have been nice. But speaking of which, something that happened to me was I was number 7, right? So and I auditioned in Hong Kong. So what happened was the girl before me, number 6. So she looked at me and she goes, "You're not gonna make it." I'm like, "What? Why did you say, like, why?" And then she said, "Because you're Korean. Why would JYP Entertainment come all the way to Hong Kong to scout or cast a Korean member? They're here to find an international, like a global person like me, like someone from Hong Kong, not a Korean person. But so she said, she used Cantonese. She's like, "You're Hongkogian. That means Korean. So you're not gonna make it." I remember I just really remember what she said.
Let's be nice to each other, yeah?
Yeah, so not everyone can be nice. And my advice is that don't think that you should be perfect. Because you can't be perfect. You're not perfect in the first place. And if you think, "Oh, I'm gonna make it perfect," that's gonna make you more anxious. And the audition, the staff members, like the casting people, they're not looking for someone who's perfect. They're looking for someone who has the potential, right? Or the stasong, like the star quality. Because you're auditioning with people who are under 20 years old, and of course they're not perfect, right? So show them you have the capabilities and the potential.
That's why I always say be as natural and as you can, because the more you show your personality and the more it's not like fake or like rehearsed or like all of that kind of vibe, the more they're going to maybe want to cast you, depending on, of course, your what you give and like your talent or whatever you have. But can we all just be nice to each other? Let's not say that. Because you never know who's actually going to pass.
That's right.
Please be humble. Sit down. Sit down. Don't get a big head, okay?
Yes. And this advice is not only for auditioning, but for interviews as well. I think it applies to interviews as well. So whoever becomes the next global K-pop artist from North America through that event, they will be your 후배. So do you have any words of wisdom for them?
Stay true to yourself, because being in this industry, it gets hard to remember you and why you wanted to do this and the dream that you had, because of like, you know, the busy schedules and like, you know, when you're saying, oh, don't try and be perfect at the audition, it's going to be the complete opposite when you actually like get in and like debut, because once you debut, it's like everything has to be perfect, you know. But again, you have to keep that saying, like, it can't be perfect. Don't try and be perfect. Don't keep a level head. Stay humble. Please stay humble.
That's right.
Please stay humble, no matter what popularity or fame that you receive. Please always stay humble.
Yeah.
And have fun.
Yeah.
And don't be so competitive. Please, we're all in this together. Like, please,
We're
can
all
we just
making
be
music. We all love music. I love your
music,
advice.
You know?
Yeah. That's very
And stay respectful.
great. That's right. Not like the girl number 6.
Is that the number she was?
Yeah, she was number 6.
Girl number 6.
Girl number
Come
6.
on. Stay respectful, stay humble, stay level-headed.
It's okay because I was the only one that got in. So yay! Look at the results.
That's exactly what I said. You never know who is actually going to go.
That's right. All right, let's chat some more after a song break. Here's a brand new song by a brand new group who's also quite international. It's Hope and their song 그곳에서 다시 만나기로 해, Rendezvous. We just heard 그곳에서 다시 만나기로 해 by Hope. Rendezvous by Hope.
Rendezvous, correct.
Have you heard of this song before?
You said this is a new group, right?
Yes.
I have not. What, I liked their song. It's like a nice, chill, summer song.
Yes. Right, should we take a look at some comments?
I would love to.
Would you like to read the first comment?
Sure. Driana Joseph says, NVee and Hyerim are glowing today. Love the caps as well, and the hints of red in both outfits.
More like pink for me.
I guess your hat.
Oh, does it?
Your hat has hearts on top, and your
Little
your
points.
headphones.
Oh yeah.
This whole look, the top, the hat, and the hair just eats. It deserves a post. Should I take a picture today?
Yes,
Maybe I
we
should.
will afterwards. Yes. BBBB says, Happy Monday presents NVee and DJ Hyerim. I saw how the last episode of K Spiciest. I hope you're fine after that one spicy curry, NVee. How was your weekend? I hope you have a super good week ahead.
I did have a good weekend. Thank you for asking. I am okay.
You had spicy curry?
But just, oh my gosh.
How was it?
Curry, you know, Indians know how to spice their curry. Trust me on that. But this was death. This was death. I have never feared for my life while eating. Actually, that's a lie. I tend to not chew my food like a lot, so sometimes I end up choking. But this was the second one of the times that I feared for my life. That was a hard episode, but just wait till the next episode. Oh my gosh.
I'm so curious because I love spicy food. So is it really that bad? Is it really that
That's what
spicy?
I thought too, but yeah.
I feel like I think I'm gonna handle it.
Hey, if you can handle spicy food, I can handle spicy food, but this was like it wasn't even, the taste wasn't even there. And when the taste isn't there and it's just full on spice, it's just not fun to eat. And especially when you swallow it, then it's all here and then it gets into your heart.
Did you feel okay afterwards?
No. But I'm okay. I'm fine.
Yep, you're here today.
Quintana.
You're okay. Quintana. What kind of curry was it? Indian curry? Japanese curry?
It was called
they have different curries.
Ojino curry. Correct me if I got the name wrong. You can look at the episode.
Because they have Indian curry and Japanese curry.
I don't remember if it was
both of them.
Indian curry or Japanese curry.
You just remember that it was spicy.
It was. then again, Indian curry can also be brown, but usually Japanese curry is brown. I think it was the Japanese curry. I'm gonna look back on it and then I'll correct myself.
All right, and the next message.
Maggie Rose says, my fave time of the week. Aw, thank you.
So sweet, thank you. Shanice Moore says, hi NVee. Yeah, this outfit is it. NVee looks comfy too.
So comfy, though it's really hot outside and I'm wearing all black, so. But it's fine. Fashion is worth it.
How's the weather outside?
It's humid.
Yeah.
It's humid.
Same as when I came outside.
As always. Yeah,
As
exactly.
always.
King Lingdo TV says, hi Queen NVee and happy 4th of July to the staff on K-Spiciest is trying to take you K-Spiciest is trying to take you out. They need to try harder because you're the queen of spicy food. Thank you. And happy 4th of July to everyone.
Yes. Imelda Velarde says, hello pretty NVee with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hearts.
Thank you for all of the love. Kitty Girl 140 says, wow, Limdy with sporty theme and NVee with the hip hop outfit, but both have similarities. They're wearing hats. Yeah.
Yay.
We did basically match.
Yep.
I'm wearing a black with like white words and you're wearing a white cap with black words. Look at that.
Right. Finding something to match every time.
Black Swan on top says, it's my birthday today. Hi NVee.
It's
Happy
her
birthday.
birthday.
I hope you eat amazing food and have a good day.
That's right. Happy birthday. Do you know the song Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday? Have you heard of this before?
No.
It's a real song. Liz, have you heard of it? Pidinim? No? No one. Oh, I was singing this song to Shiu and he burst out laughing. He's like, that's so funny. Happy birthday, that part.
I love him.
I listened to this song when I was a child. It's a real song.
Really?
I'm surprised.
Because there's a couple of different birthday versions. Like, you may or may not know this one. Do you know Happy Birthday, huh? Happy birthday, huh? Death and sadness in the air, people dying everywhere on your birthday, huh? No. Happy birthday, huh? When you're closer to your grave, think of all the food you'll save on your birthday, huh? Happy birthday.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, this is a song that my mom's side of the family would sing on your birthday.
Oh, but it's kind of fun. I like the huh part.
Yeah, it's fun.
So there are different versions of Happy Birthday.
Depends on like the family and which versions they learned.
Yeah. All right. Happy birthday. And Random Kid says, hello NVee and Hyerim. NVee, I was so happy to watch K-Spiciest Cup last week because Konil from Extraordinary Heroes was there and I got to see my bias of XDH interact with one of my Black Swan biases.
Oh, he is such a nice guy. It was fun. It was fun recording with him.
Aww.
It was really fun.
And next message.
Ambiguous Radish says, I haven't auditioned for anything since elementary school, but I remember what it felt like when I got that call back telling me I earned the spot. It's the most rewarding feeling ever. The ones where you, like, my motto, and a lot of people growing up have told me, especially my mom has said, the more the no's you get is, the more no's you receive is closer to the right yes. And so every yes that I have gotten has led me closer to what I want to become. So like the first yes I got that was memorable was my junior year of high school when I got the main in the musical Once on This Island. Wow. And so that one led me to want to become an actress and a singer on Broadway. And then after that, then I realized I really wanted to be a singer. And so if it wasn't for that one yes, I probably wouldn't have continued on in entertainment.
I agree with you. And I remember the first audition that I had was back in middle school, and I auditioned for a cheerleading
Right, I forgot you did cheerleading.
position. I was a cheerleader. So in middle school 1. So that's grade 8. Wait, grade 7. Grade 7. Middle school.
Depends on, I guess, the country, because in the US, depending on the area, middle school starts at grade 6. But it could also start at grade 7 too.
It was grade 7 for me, and when I got my spot for a cheerleader, I remember I was so happy I cried. Yeah, and that was dancing too. So that led me to the auditions. I guess it's all connected. Like
Everything,
you said.
every yes is connected, while every no is also connected, and it feels sad, but it just means it wasn't right for you.
That's right.
I'm gonna pronounce it like how I pronounce my own name. Elena Belen, sorry if I butchered your last name or your full name. Maybe try to also enjoy the experience, especially the part where you learn to mingle with different personalities. Exactly. And adjust to different situations, the challenges that can give you motivation. Give you the motivation. Exactly, like I said, if you're too nervous, or if you are also an I like me and it's hard to talk to people, just like occasion. How did I start conversations while I was at my auditions? I think when I was in line, I would look and like see the vibe and be like, oh, they give off a good vibe. Hi, what's your name? It's as simple as that. Just a hi. Oh yeah, my name is this and this. I was like, oh, what are you auditioning for? Or why are you auditioning? What's your favorite group? And then you can start talking. But just say hi.
Yep.
It's hard. It's nerve-wracking, but it's less nerve-wracking than the audition.
Oh, that's true. Absolutely. All right, and Raining Stars 4 says, question for both hosts. How did you decide on this career? Were your parents against you becoming an idol? JYP Entertainment really got lucky by finding Hyerim, a wonderful singer, rapper, dancer, songwriter who speaks Korean, English, Cantonese, and Mandarin. Hyerim wrote Look at Me by Twice, which went viral last year. Yes, I did. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Oh, it's such a catchy song. I remember writing this song.
They did get lucky with casting you. That casting director made a good choice.
Thank you. Oh, you know that casting director is now managing ITZY.
Oh, really? Look at them. They're doing amazing.
That's right. And I remember having a blank paper when I was writing Look at Me by Twice. I don't know how that came about, but it just
came to you at some
point. Yeah, it just came to me. I was dating my current husband back then, and then I remember he bought me flowers, and anyways, I was inspired by him.
Aww, that's the best. I like that.
And at the time, he didn't really look at me in the eye, like not much eye contact. So I wrote a song about it. Like every time he didn't look at me, I would play the song. Look at me and continue. Keeps continuing.
Still to this day sing that song when he doesn't look at you?
No, he looks at me more often. Maybe he was shy.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
True. I would make that an ongoing joke within our relationship. Every time, let's say we have a small argument, right? And then we don't look at each other.
Yeah, play the song.
Look at me, look at me.
It's such a repetitive song.
Yeah.
So you can't get it out of your head. It's stuck in your head. Look at me. Continue. 계속 반복. 무한 반복. Keep continuing. I'm glad I wrote the song. It's a great song. And Matahari says, wishing our lovely Princess NVee a wonderful good afternoon. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Princess NVee, have you seen Kpop Demon Hunters yet?
Have I seen Kpop Demon Hunters? Who hasn't watched Kpop Demon Hunters?
Me.
We're gonna watch it together. I told you last week. The next time we hang out, we're gonna watch it together. It's such a. I love that movie. The songs are amazing. The characters are awesome, and the songs are amazing. They did a good job with that movie. I really liked it.
So one of the hottest movies on OTT these days is Kpop Demon Hunters. And so you've watched it and I haven't. So let's see if you can convince me to watch it.
You know, I was planning at first. I wasn't gonna watch it because I wasn't like in. I don't know. Nothing stood out to me until it started popping up on SNS, and then it was a continuous like scroll of like the songs. So I was like, oh, and then I was listening to the songs. I was like, oh, I think one of the songs is Golden. Absolutely love that song. And I was like, let me just listen to this song. And so I listened to it, and it was good. And then what, you're going to laugh when I say this, what actually got me into, what's it called? Actually to watch the movie was a scene popped up as I was scrolling. It was the scene where, so backstory, she is a hunter, a demon hunter, right? And she's half demon, but people don't know that. That's a secret. So then in this scene, she's fighting the other main guy, Chinu, and her clothing gets ripped, and then he sees her tattoos that she has as a demon. And that whole scene where he kind of protects her, I was like, oh, this is a little bit of a romance. Let me watch this. So that was the scene that got me actually into like, into it. I love romance things, so yeah. And then the music just made it really good, and so I watched it with Gabby because she had already watched it before me, and so we started watching it, and then Shreya came home, and then we were like, Shreya, come here. She's like, oh, but we're in the middle of it. You'd have to watch it from the beginning. And Gabby was like, we looked at each other, we're like, should we just start over? And so we started over, and we watched it all the way to the end of the street. It's such a good show.
All right, well, it's time for another song break, and after this, we'll come back with our mini Korean lesson of today. Well, aside from the romance scene, since this is the song that got NVee hooked, let's listen to the song right away. Here is Golden by the Huntrix from the movie Kpop Demon Hunters. That was Golden by Huntrix in the movie Kpop Demon Hunters. So you were saying that you relate to Huntrix, you and your members?
Like when we were watching it, like our personalities matched so well. It was funny. I think there is one scene where the doctor, they went to a voice, I think it was a voice doctor in the movie, and this is a voice doctor that all the idols go to help with their voices in case they get sick. And so like he'll do this thing where he's like, I see, and so like he'll basically like tell you what your problem is, but like based on what you're struggling with, not just with your voice. And so when he described their problems or like their insecurities or something that they're going through, we're like, in each and every one of them, we're like, so Rumi, she's a workaholic. She doesn't know how to open up, and she keeps everything to herself. So when he said that, Shreya and Gabby looked at me like, so Rumi, hi. And I was like, no. It's like, yeah, no, that's you. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I need to learn how to open up more. Yes, I understand. I'm a workaholic too. And then when it comes to it was Shreya and Gabby. So I'm forgetting their names, but the one with the really short black hair with the short bangs is basically Shreya's personality, but a different energy. So Shreya is a little bit of a lower energy than this girl, but their personality and the way that they react to things and like all of that is the same. And it goes the same for Gabby. Same personality and reaction. Yes, Mira is Gabby. not just because of the pink hair, but it's the way that she reacts to things and like says things is correct, but the energy is different. Gabby has a little bit more of a brighter personality than Mira, and then the same goes with Zoe with Shreya. Zoe has a little bit too much of a brighter personality and needs to tone it down. So it's like but their reactions and personalities and insecurities and everything are legit the same. Just personality-wise. So we're like, wow.
I wonder which one I could relate to. I'm curious.
Say you could be, honestly, you could be a mix.
A mix of?
All three, to be honest.
Now I'm curious.
You should watch it.
Yeah,
it's
you've
fun.
totally convinced me.
And it's also fun to see the way that they portrayed the K-pop industry.
Is it all fantasy or is it still relatable?
It's relatable.
Okay,
especially
then I'll watch
since
it.
you have been an idol, you can like look at these and be like, huh. Wow. Yeah, I totally understand that. But it's funny. There was I think a comparison. Someone was doing a comparison video on like the industry and the idol life, and they said that in the beginning scene when they're about to get ready for their last concert tour at the beginning of the movie, they're eating ramen, right? And like
beginning of the movie.
The beginning of the movie, and like usually, like idols have to stay on like a diet, so like eating ramen before a show is probably a no-no, depending on the idol, of course. But so it's like they describe the K-pop industry, but in like the way that maybe it should be. So instead of like fully going on dieting and cutting everything, you support and just eat what you want. And then same goes to like like the manager. It's usually it'd be like manager's always stressed with everything that's always going on with like jobs and having to get the idols here and like getting all of this organized. So you see that stress, but he's more of like a laid back type person, but he's stressed at the same time. It's funny. If you watch it, you'll understand.
Now you're making me really curious. I'm gonna have to check it out.
It's a good. Even I think Shiu might even like it. It has demons in it. He likes the hyenas, so maybe he'll be he'll like the demons.
Do you think is it appropriate for a 3-year-old?
I think so. But you could probably look at the rating and then see.
I'll have a look at it first and let's see how it goes. Let's see. And if I watch it, we could talk about it next week. All right. So if you're just tuning in, we're joined by BLACKSWAN, NVee of BLACKSWAN, to talk about the K-pop artist life on I Feel You. And now finally, it's time for our mini Korean lesson. Today we're going to look at a few expressions from the song Summer Hate by Zico featuring B. Have you heard of this song? Summer Hate?
Maybe if I hear it. I'm really bad with remembering song names, but I know melodies.
All right. So the song starts with the protagonist waking up really late, saying he almost slept until the moon came up. Wow. And the way he says it is 달 뜰 때까지 쿨쿨쿨 잠잘 뻔. And today we want to focus on the expression 쿨쿨쿨. Is it your first? Oh, not the windy, breezy cool.
What is this one?
There's another 쿨쿨쿨. So it's a mimetic word imitating the sound of loud breathing and deep sleep. Kind of
like snoring?
Yeah, like.
That's how it's 쿨쿨쿨?
쿨쿨쿨 잠을 자다. 쿨쿨 잠을 자다.
Why does this sound so cute? When I think
cute,
of snoring,
right?
it's more like.
But when you write it in English, you write Z, Z, Z. And we just read it as Z, 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 Z. When we see it written more often, we don't say it like that, right? And in Korean too, some people use it, but I don't use it on a daily conversation. But it is common. 쿨쿨 잠을 자다. I did use it in a song lyric, which didn't get chosen. But that was like the chorus part, 쿨쿨. I use it for two different meanings. The cool that we know, the breezy cool, and 쿨쿨 잠을 자다, the sleeping.
So you can use it for both?
You can use it for both.
Good
Yes.
to know.
For example, 아기가 쿨쿨 자고 있어요. The baby is sound asleep. Or 대낮까지 쿨쿨 잤어요. I slept so deeply into daytime.
I see.
쿨쿨.
Okay.
Being sound asleep. Like sleeping like a baby.
Like really a deep sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I could 쿨쿨 잠을 자다. Being a parent, a mom, you don't get
It's
enough
hard to
sleep.
get that.
쿨쿨 자고 싶어요.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
쿨쿨. It's a cute word, right? 쿨쿨.
Cool.
Yes.
Every expression in Korean that you use to describe sounds or anything, it's so cute.
It
It's so
is.
cute.
It is.
Why?
Thinking about it, yeah. It really is.
쿨쿨.
쿨쿨. What else? Like 깡충깡충 when you hop hop.
That's how you...
Yeah, 깡충깡충 뛰다.
Wow.
Like you hop like a bunny, hop
That's
like a bunny.
cute.
깡충 뛰다. And there are many, cute sounds like that. What else? There's so many. Maybe we can do a whole segment about that next time.
Oh, yeah, I would love that.
And we are running out of time, so we're not going to go over all of the expressions. But yes, it's already time to say goodbye.
What?
I know.
Wow, today episode was fun.
Yeah, I think we had too much fun talking
Too much
about our
fun.
audition days. So thank you as always, NVee, and have a wonderful week and see you next time, next week. Yes. Now we're going to say goodbye to NVee and also close the show with Summer Hate by Zico and B. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been Hyerim with producer Christina Saw and writer Liz. And please note that there will be no YouTube Live on Wednesday this week, but still don't forget to join me on the radio at 5:10 p.m. Korea time for very special episodes of Good Vibes Only. Have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow. Bye!